Ashley. I write historical romance, and this is how to get your novel edited completely for free. I actually wrote a novel for 5 years.
It's been 84 years.
Not because it was so long that it took me 5 years to finish. It's because I had no one to help me on this process, and it can be a long, arduous, stressful thing when you know you have a project going on, but you just need someone to help you. There are a few different types of editing: developmental, line editing, copy editing, final proofing. If you wanted to, you could really spend
money!
I'm listening.
Doing all of these passes, plus your book cover, plus any kind of PR that you need to actually get your book into the hands of readers.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So, to bypass at least some of this cost, I would highly recommend making an account on critiquematch.com. First of all, what are you looking for on critiquematch.com? Why are you there? And what should you have in place before you get there? What you should have is a manuscript. You should have polished that to the best of your ability. So that doesn't mean it's perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Even after going through a professional editor, critique partners, alpha readers, beta readers, all that stuff, it's never really going to be perfect. There's always little things you could change. Once you have your manuscript done to the best of your ability, go to critiquematch.com. I am not affiliated in any way, even though it sounds like it. But you're going to make your profile. You're going to select a few people to send your manuscript off to, because you're going to go chapter by chapter and critique each person's manuscript. Now, there are a few things that you have to know before you do this. You need to know the word length of the manuscript that you will critique, because ideally it'll be in the ballpark of your manuscript. You may love the first chapter of someone's story, only to find out that it is 100,000 words and your novella is only 40,000 words, for example. So those lengths won't match up. It's just going to be very uneven, and you're going to be left in a situation where you're critiquing for a lot longer time than they were critiquing your manuscript. So you really want it to be fair and even. So on critiquematch.com, you're going to input a short bio, because some manuscripts need a lot more attention than others, and that's completely okay. But you want to make sure that the attention that you're getting from this other person and the time that they're giving you and the detail and the value that they're giving you is of a standard that could be professional. So when you have your profile on critiquematch.com, send requests to 3 to 5 people and put your feelers out there. If 1 or 2 people say yes, you can begin critiquing each other's work. Remember, only go chapter by chapter, because it's easier for people to break down your work by chapter than it is sending them the 50,000 or 100,000 words that your manuscript is. Now you have your partner's manuscript up in front of you. You're gonna go line by line and really carefully read what they're doing. You're gonna highlight each line that really stands out to you in a positive way and make a comment on the sidebar. If any spelling or grammar issues come up, you're just gonna highlight that for them. And any issues with characters, questions you may have, things about the plot, you're gonna highlight that too, and then put a comment in the sidebar. Yes, this is a lot of work. It is very time consuming.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
When you're done with that, you're going to go into the notes section and type up a summary, a detailed summary of what you thought, some things you loved. You can even write it out by number, 1 through 5 or 1 through 10. And then you're going to type out some things to consider, which basically is the critique of things that they can change. Be really gentle.
I'm gonna take care of you, Birdie.
Be really compassionate, because you never know how long it took that person to write that story. So you're just going to go through item by item, 1 through 5, 1 through 10, and list some things that you have questions about, some things that might not be consistent, so you can bring it to their attention in a gentle and nice way. This is another asterisk moment here. This is my asterisk. Do your review really fast, because you want to send it to them first. You want them to see all the detail and all the time that you put into your critique, so that if they want to keep this good exchange going because they're getting something out of this, that your critique costs money, right? In the real world, because you're so good at what you do. You want them to see that, and then when they send their review back to you, you're going to sit back and see if they did the same amount of work that you did for them. In the event that they've only written 5 sentences in the summary, they didn't really highlight much, it's very sparse, and they're not really getting into much detail, this is what you do. You say, thank you so much, I really enjoyed your review, because you're gonna have to rate their review. I mean, I still give people 5 stars even if their review is like so-so, just because it would be awkward to like give someone like a low review, but you'll say thank you anyway. What I guarantee you is going to happen after they see how much work you did on their manuscript is they're going to ask you if you'd like to see more chapters, because you provided so much value that now they would like your help. I can't blame them. I would suggest in this situation you just politely say, you know what, I'm so busy with drafting, I really can't take on a full-time critique partner right now, but thank you so much for your input. Best of luck with your manuscript. Let's say your critique partner is absolutely amazing. I have this, oh my god, I had this one critique partner back in October, I think. We went chapter by chapter, and this person helped me so much, like I can't thank them enough. It's just crazy. So you really can, if you get the right partner, get, in my opinion, over $1,000 worth of free input from someone else. And this information, once you learn this information about yourself, your manuscript, and your writing, it's truly invaluable. You're never gonna forget it. So let's say you have a wonderful critique partner who's helped you so much. You're gonna go chapter by chapter until you both finish each other's books. And then on the last chapter, I would encourage you to do a full review summary of character arcs, the plot, did this author fulfill all of the promises made to the reader at the beginning of the manuscript. Really go through in detail and just give them all of the information that they need. The end summary is really important because then you're looking at the manuscript in its entirety as opposed to chapter by chapter. Since I do write historical romance, I will tell you if your story was a romance, was the romance earned? I know every romance manuscript comes from probably a lifelong history of reading romance, so that's something I really enjoy. So that was how to have your manuscript edited for free. This will work beautifully if you are willing to put in that work and find the right critique partner for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have you tried Critique Match? If you have, let me know how you like it down in the comments below. Also, let me know if you have questions about how to critique, what topics should you hit on during your critique. My name's Ashley, and remember, your story matters.